Hello everybody, Coach Isaiah back again for training session number 2. Excited to get started. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. So thanks again for joining us. Again, today our equipment that we're going to be using is a ball, any soccer ball, basketball, volleyball, anything like that will be fine. Make sure you guys have your water bottles ready. And then the last thing we're going to use is we're going to be doing some agility drills, and we're going to use anything from home. I have a broom. If you have a rope, shoestring, extension cord, anything like that is fine. Something that's flat, something that you can lie straight, that will lie on the floor, and we'll do some activities with that as well. So we'll give it a few minutes to get everyone a chance to jump on board on the call with us, and then we'll get started with our exercise program. So I don't know about you guys, but I am sore. My legs are sore. I couldn't get up very easily this morning, and that was just from one activity, 15 minutes. So hope you guys got good exercise yesterday and can enjoy today as well. But even 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, getting out, getting active, exercising, strengthening your muscles, getting a sweat going, really makes a big difference. I felt great all day yesterday. It seemed like I had more energy just from one day. So hopefully we start seeing some of these positive things coming from you guys as well. So today, we're gonna work on stretches again, some cardio again. We have a new sportsmanship trait that we're gonna start talking about in a little while. And we're gonna be doing some activities and exercises that deal with our upper body. Yesterday, a lot of our activities and exercises dealt with our legs and lower body. Today, we're gonna go on the upper body side. So we'll give it just one more minute before we get started, and then we'll jump into our exercise for today. So again, make sure you have your equipment ready with you, your ball, water bottle, and something that we're gonna put on the floor. Like I said, I'm gonna have a broom, but if you have a broom, cord, extension cord, rope, something that we can lie flat on the floor in a straight line, we're gonna be using that for part of our activity today as well. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get started. Once again, my name is Coach Isaiah with I9 Sports in Frisco and Plano. We're really excited for you guys to join us today and get some more exercise going on with your kids. So today's sportsmanship trait is courage. So courage is a pretty important trait, something that we all need to learn how to display, how to show. And basically what courage means is it's doing things that you are afraid of or not sure of, or something that are new to you. So there's things that we're gonna do as kids, as adults, that are new, that we're a little bit afraid of, and we need to show courage in order to get those things done. And having courage means that even though we're a little bit scared, a little bit afraid, we're still gonna go ahead and do those things for our family, for our team, at home, whatever the situation might be. So that's something we'll talk about a little bit more today, is the important trait of courage. So let's go ahead and get stretched out and get warmed up. So just like yesterday, we're gonna start off with some arm circles. So nice and big arm circles going forward. And that'll be where we get started. And today we're working on our upper body. So we wanna make sure our arms are nice and stretched out. We're gonna start going backwards now. There we go, nice and easy. And now let's go forward with small circles, just like that. And hopefully you guys are inviting your friends and family to join you on the exercise programs. We can make sure we're all exercising, staying in shape, staying active, working out together. Makes it a little more fun. All right, arms are nice and stretched. Now let's get ourselves some arm hugs across the chest. Just want to stretch out our arms and our shoulders and our back and our chest. And we're gonna go up top. Right now with social distancing, we can't give too many high fives to our friends. So we'll give each other high fives. So give ourselves a high five today. High five for getting out, working out a little bit, getting exercising. All right, so our arms are stretched out nice and easy. Now let's stretch out our legs a little bit, just like we did yesterday. We're gonna do bottom kickers. So just nice and easy, stretching our legs. If you joined us yesterday and you did a lot of our squats and lunges, you might feel this stretch. I know I do. I am sore from just that little exercise. So we're just gonna go Stretching out our quads just like this. And you can go a little bit faster if you want to. If you want to up your activity level, but we'll go nice and easy just like that. All right, now let's stretch out the back part of our hamstrings, back part of our legs, our hamstrings with some leg kicks, just nice and straight. We're not bending our knee too much, just trying to get our legs up as high as we can with a good stretch. And if you want to kind of give a little twist with it as well, definitely does help. Let's get a good stretch in, because yesterday I thought, I'm not going to stretch as much. I'll get more coaching and I'll do the exercises. And that came back to bite me when I was really sore and feeling it for more exercises. So I'll make sure we get a good stretch in today. So we're ready to go. All right, a couple more seconds and we'll get started with some of our cardio activities. And again, when you guys are at home, if you guys want to do this exercise one time, that's great. If you want to do it one time and then push pause and repeat it, awesome. Let us know how much times you can do it. This is just something small, fast and easy. 15-20 minutes of exercise really does make a difference. All right, now we're nice and stretched, and let's jump into some jumping jacks. Get our full body nice and warmed up. This time I'm gonna make sure I'm not gonna hit my hand on anything. I'm just gonna go nice and wide, just like this. All right. Nice and easy. Open up our legs, open up our arms at the same time. Try to time it. A lot of times for our younger athletes, the coordination needed for jumping jacks is kind of difficult. So it takes a little bit of time to learn how to do it correctly. It's totally fine. Whew. All right. Hopefully you guys are pretty warm. Now let's do a quick light jog and then we'll jump into some of our exercises. So nice and easy, jogging in place. And we're gonna do this for about 30 seconds. And if you're in really good shape and you really wanna get out there today, obviously you can do this a little bit faster. But we're just gonna do this nice and easy. Just make sure the blood's flowing, everything's ready to go, and we're nice and warm for our exercise. You can bring your legs higher, make it a little more difficult, almost like a high knees type of activity. All right, 10 more seconds, and then we'll jump into our first little exercise. All right, wrap up. First water break, grab some water, get ready for our first exercise. All right, so talking about our sportsmanship trait for today, courage. Today's sportsmanship trait is courage. So how do we show courage? We show courage by always doing our best in anything that we do. A lot of times you're afraid to try your best or try hardest because we're afraid to fail. Especially for something that's new or something we're afraid of doing, it's hard to show courage and do your best. So one way we can always show courage in the things that we do, whether it's schoolwork, athletic ability, athletic activities, things around the home, whatever the case might be, always try your best. Always do the best that you can and let the chips fall where they may. Having that courage to say, hey, I'm gonna give it my best. Whatever happens. It takes a lot of courage just to do that. So make sure you guys are doing that with you show courage. Another thing you can do to show courage is to tell the truth. Talk about, sometimes to telling the truth, you might get busted. Mom's asking you, hey, did you clean your room? Take some courage to say, no, I didn't. You might get grounded. You might get the TV taken away for a few hours, but it takes courage to tell the truth. So that's the way we can always show courage. Another thing on how we show courage and how we can show courage is follow your coaches and parents' instructions. Listen to the people that are talking to you. A lot of times, if we don't know what to do, it takes courage to listen to somebody else and take their lead. So those are 3 ways that we can show courage right now around the home while we're all kind of staying separated. Always do your best, always tell the truth, and listen to those around you. And just like we talked about yesterday, with our sportsmanship trait yesterday was listening. How we listen is we stop doing what we're doing, and we pay attention and make eye contact with the person that's talking to us. So that's how we make sure we're always listening good. All right, so let's jump into our first strength exercise. And today's strength exercise is gonna be push-ups. So a lot of you guys know what push-ups are. Not everyone does it correctly, but we're gonna do some push-ups together. So the idea here is, do it at your ability levels. I'm gonna show you guys a couple different ways you can do push-ups, and you can, go between the two. And as you get stronger, make it a little more difficult for yourself. But we're gonna start off with push-ups. What we're gonna try to do is try to get 10 push-ups. But ideally, what we're gonna try to build ourselves up to is to be able to do as many push-ups as we can in 30 seconds. So for a full 30 seconds, get as many push-ups as we can done. So we're gonna try to do 10 today, kind of build up our strength, and then we'll kind of work ourselves up, all right? So I'm gonna try to angle my camera a little bit down so you guys can see me. And we're gonna do some push-ups and get ourselves ready. All right, so when we do push-ups, we're gonna be laid down on the floor, legs and arms about shoulder width apart. And hopefully you guys can see me here. Looks like you still can. So you can't really see my legs, but you can see my hands are about shoulder width apart. You can always go wider, make it more difficult. Go inside, make it more difficult. But we're just gonna do basic push-ups. So hands shoulder width apart. Your arms are gonna be nice and straight. Feet together, or you can go feet wide if you want to, if you need more support. But feet together. And we're just gonna go straight down, bending your elbows, not this way out. We're bending our elbows inside. And then we're just gonna go straight down. We're gonna do 10, okay? 10 together. We're not having our bottoms all the way up. Our back and our legs are nice and straight. Go 10 down and 10 up, and then we'll switch, all right? Let's do it together. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job. So, just in case you want to see it from a different angle, I want to show you guys a couple of different options to do push-ups. So we can do push-ups just like this, like we showed you. Bottom down, like this. Or if you need a little bit of help, you can go down on your knees and go right here. This is a way to do it a little bit easier. So as you're building up your strength, sometimes people say, hey, do push-ups right. If you only do 5, that's fine. But sometimes it's great to get that little, have your knees down, practice, build up your strength, and build up to 15, 20 on your knees, and then go back to doing it the regular way. So there is our first exercise. And again, already winded. So grab a drink of water if you need to. And we're gonna jump into our next activity. So this is where we're gonna need our ball. So grab our soccer ball, your volleyball, your basketball, any ball that you have with you, medicine ball, and we're gonna start doing something with our ball, okay? So this is gonna be for our abs, sitting down. We're gonna be on the floor again, doing some sit-ups. But just like yesterday when we did ball tosses with our squats, if you remember, we came down and tossed the ball up and catching it. We can do the same thing, but with the sit-ups. So again, kind of incorporating some coordination and different movements into these exercises. So they're not just basic and, not as fun. We can throw a ball in there and make it a little fun. If you have a partner, you can do this with a partner where you're tossing back and forth. It's a lot of fun that way too. But I'll show you guys just a very basic sit-up with the ball toss. All right? So we're gonna get down. I think you guys can still see me. All right, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. We're not lifting our legs up if we can't help it. And what we're gonna do is go down, come up, toss, catch, and do it again. Just like that. You can practice your setting if you're a volleyball player. You can practice your shot if you're a basketball player. You can practice an overhead toss if you're a soccer player. You can use one hand if you want to make it a little more difficult. You can switch from left to right. Increase the difficulty of this activity. We're just going up and down nice and easy. Ball toss at the very top. You can change different types of tosses. If you have a partner with you, have them laid up facing you. When you guys come up to each other, toss the ball back and forth. Go back down, toss, go back down, and then we'll finish up with that. All right, so we want to get at least 15 of those ball tosses, those sit-ups with the ball toss If you can do more, great. Again, with this exercise, we're gonna build up our strength a little bit to get to the point where we're gonna go for 30 seconds straight, as many as we can during that 30 seconds. So today's, again, this is only day 2 of our virtual trainings together. So we're gonna keep it pretty light and kind of build ourselves up, but that's gonna be our second activity for today. So again, if you wanna repeat that a couple times at home, if you wanna add some difficulty in there, if you have a medicine ball or a little bit of a more of a heavy ball, obviously that makes it a little more difficult. That's another way to increase the difficulty if you find that just a little bit too easy because you're just in that good of shape. So go ahead and take another quick water break. Grab your water bottles. And then going back to our sportsmanship trait today is courage. How do we show courage with our team on our sports fields? Whether our flag football team, our basketball team, whatever team that we're on, how do we show courage as a teammate? So we show courage by overcoming our fears of failure, improving our skills, and excelling. So a lot of times I get kids who play within our leagues that we're coaching, and they're scared to get out there and scared to try their hardest because they're scared to fail. And it takes courage to get out there and make a mistake and, you know, dribble the ball off your foot or try to go for a three-pointer or whatever the case might be. It takes courage to try something that you know you may fail at. But that's what's going to propel you to excel, is by having the courage to fail and fail and fail, so that way you get better and better and better. And over time, you'll fail less and you'll improve on your performance. So the greatest athletes, the greatest at anything that they do, whether it's sports, education, science, whatever the situation might be, they get that way because they failed so many times for them to develop the skill sets to be great at what they're doing. And that's what it takes. It takes courage to fail. It takes courage to know that you're going to make a mistake. You might look bad. People might laugh at you a little bit. Doesn't matter. Have courage, know what you want, go for it, and make that happen. So that's how we can show courage on our sports fields and on the courts when we're playing sports. All right, so our last drill of the day today, our sports drill today, is going to be an agility drill. So this is where you'll get your broom, your rope, your ladder, your string, whatever it is that you want to bring out. And we're going to lay it down straight just like this, right in the middle, okay? So in any sport that we do, having agility, being fast on your feet, being quick, being agile, being able to move quickly and quick movements is very, very important. Whether you're a soccer player, basketball player, football, volleyball, no matter what sport you're looking at, being agile and quick on your feet is a very important skill to have. So this drill is something that's going to help improve your foot speed and improve your agility when you're on the sports field. So ideally, we'll do this with an agility ladder. So it's basically like a cloth ladder that you lay on the floor. You can do different foot drills. So if you have something like that, awesome, use that. But again, we're going to try to base our activities off of equipment that you might just have laying around the home, because not everyone has agility ladders. Not everyone's going to have all the equipment that you need to really excel and do things the correct way. But right now, when the situation that we're all in together, we're going to make do with what we have and make sure that we're still being active and prepared to get back on the field soon. So we're going to lay our rope, broom, whatever you have, down on the floor, nice and straight. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off on one side. So both feet, we're going to do this nice and easy, and we'll kind of progress as we go. Both feet start off on one side, and what we're just going to do is just go back and forth real easy. 1, 2, just like that. Nothing too simple, nothing too complicated, just very simple. But we're just doing this slowly, both feet over every single time, and we're going to speed it up. Okay, so nice and easy like that. Now we're going to go a little faster. Okay, the point here is to get your feet up over the broom, over the rope on the floor, and go as fast as you can. So now try to go a little faster. Stop. All right, you got the idea? Not too hard. But if you do this over time, your feet will go faster, and you'll be able to move quicker, cut quicker, and move on the sports field or on the court a lot better. So that's a very simple one, which is 2 feet over every single time. And you can make other ones that are a little more difficult. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and you're gonna 2 steps on each side. So let's try that one next, okay? Again, we're gonna start slow and build our way up. And again, I am winded already. Hopefully you guys are too. So start here on, I'm starting on my left side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now let's go a little faster. 1, 2. Woo! Let's do that. You see how it works? Hopefully you guys can see my screen and the floor pretty good. But just like that, and then with an agility ladder, if you have a rope lined up straight, you can actually do the whole way across. So we're gonna go up and down the field, up and down the court, and then backwards as well. You can do that as well. But for our case, we're gonna try to keep our drills in one place, pretty small, pretty easy. That way we make sure that everyone who's in every situation can do these drills and activities together. All right, so we're gonna do that one more time and then wrap up for today, all right? So let's go one more time. Again, let's start off slow and we'll build ourselves up. So start off on this side, on your left-hand side. And this time, we're actually gonna face the rope and change up the directions of our feet a little bit. So same thing, 1, 2, cross. So we're just doing this on our toes. Your whole foot is not gonna hit the floor. You just wanna be quick on your toes. Okay, so let's go a little faster now. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, we got that speed. Now let's go as fast as we can for 5 seconds. You ready? Get set and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! That was fun. So that's a good, simple agility drill that we can do from home, in your room, in the garage, like I am, whatever you can do to make yourselves prepared and stay in shape for the upcoming seasons once we're able to get back to sports again, which is hopefully soon. All right, guys, so that's our drill for today. That's our training session for today. Tomorrow, I'll be with you guys again. Same time, 1 o'clock. On Wednesday or Thursday and Friday, some of our other I9 Sports staff, Coach Damari and Coach Essence, are going to be running these meetings or running these sessions with you guys. So please, again, spread the word. Make sure you guys are taking the time to exercise and stay active during this time, and join us at 1 o'clock, Monday through Friday. Tomorrow's, check on our Facebook page later this evening for the equipment that we're going to need for tomorrow. Make sure you have your water bottle, but I'll put up a couple things that we're going to do a little bit differently. But most likely we're just still going to need a ball. And but if you can, have a basketball with you. We're going to try to do a basketball drill for our sports drill tomorrow. So if you have a basketball, great. Make sure it's nice and pumped up. If you don't, you want to use your soccer ball or volleyball or a dodgeball for some of our drills, that works too. But tomorrow we're going to be doing a basketball drill. So if you have your water bottle, if you have a basketball for tomorrow, then you'll be all set. All right, guys. So thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.